Welcome to the Future Peaks podcast. I'm your host, Dario Martin, and my guest today is Tomek Wiśniewski. He brings a wealth of experience to our team. Having previously played a key role in developing Moje Zdrowie 24, a leading Polish health app, Tomek is now contributing to our Triplake platform. Tomek is passionate about building user-friendly and impactful mobile applications, and is deeply involved in shaping the future of digital travel. Recently, he was a key contributor to a groundbreaking IATA POC that successfully demonstrated the potential of a fully digital travel experience. Welcome, Tomek.
Hey, Tomek. So, can you tell us about your current role at Branchspace and what attracted you to join us?
Hello everyone, I'm Tomek and my role in Branchspace is mobile apps developer. I am responsible for the mobile platform, which is a part of the Triplake suite. Given that Branchspace's goal is to revolutionize the way we experience travel, and putting customers first is inscribed into the very core of our company, from the first day in here, my mission is to develop mobile applications targeted for air travelers and having best-of-breed customer experience that will lead to their increased satisfaction and loyalty. So in a nutshell, what I do on a daily basis is understanding the needs of our customers, the needs of airlines and their passengers, and fulfill these needs within the mobile world. And in order to answer the second question about what attracted me to join Branchspace, I can say that from the very start of my career, I was interested in developing solutions that will have a positive impact on many human lives, potentially on a global scale. It is a fundamental truth of business ethics that people are more important than things, and I always wanted to serve others with my skills to improve people's lives in some aspect, make their lives easier or happier, or hopefully both. That is why, when I received an offer to join Branchspace and start reinventing digital for airlines, I really realized that this is a great opportunity to make it happen, leveraging both my zeal for building a better world, as well as my so far experience in mobile development.
And what initially sparked this interest for mobile development?
At the heart of my particular interest in mobile development is the drive to create tools that will be useful for people. It is said that there are almost 9 million mobile apps in the world, and an average smartphone user has got 40 apps installed on his mobile device. These figures clearly show that mobile phones have seamlessly integrated into the lion's share of our daily lives. Instead of being devices used only for making calls or sending text messages, they are actually a context for almost all of our activities and routines made on a daily basis. It is also quite apparent that mobile adoption is a must-have for most businesses today, and opportunities to automate information processes and thus solve specific business problems using mobile apps are countless. As for my mobile path, while I was always tech enthusiast and wrote my first lines of code in early teens, not very much later I came across a PDF tutorial with basics of native Android development. Then I came up with an idea of developing my first own Android application, allowing to easily count combinatorial formulas I needed to use during my math lessons in high school. And it turned out to be extremely useful. Later on, I had a couple of similar ideas for a mobile app, so actually, before starting studies, I already had some small apps portfolio. So what began originally as playing with Android to solve problems I encountered blossomed into a passion for building mobile applications for the general public.
Wow, that's great. And what are some of the most exciting trends you're seeing in mobile development right now? How do you think they will shape the future of travel?
The mobile world, similarly as other branches of software engineering, is constantly evolving, and ways to innovate mobile applications are nearly countless, and still new ones emerge. Starting from cross-platform mobile apps, augmented reality, and plenty usages of artificial intelligence, integrating Bluetooth Low Energy beacons, going further through Internet of Things, mobile payments. Also, some experts list improvements of accessibility as well as enhanced security measures. Well, every industry has its specific needs, and some of these trends are more industry-specific, while others are commonly adopted across nearly all industries. For instance, given the still increasing number of cyber attacks, every business would like to have its app well secured. As always, there is a need to maintain common sense and IT governance, and not to blindly implement something just because it became a buzzword. On the other hand, experience has shown that adopting some of these trends became a key factor for the mobile app to gain competitive advantage. In order to quickly present a couple of most interesting from my perspective, I will start with cross-platform development, as this approach has been successfully adopted by Branchspace. Nowadays, many businesses need to reduce time to market while still ensuring presence for both Android and iOS. It may be time-consuming to build the same sophisticated mobile app a couple of times for every specific operating system. Cross-platform frameworks, in contrast, allow developers to write one code base covering both user interface and business logic that is reused across multiple platforms. And that is why they've become a game changer for many industries, including aviation. Another most exciting candidate is obviously artificial intelligence, tending to revolutionize all branches of information technology. In the context of AI as part of mobile apps for airlines, I can see its strongest potential in fostering customer centricity by analyzing travelers' behavior and then suggesting travel destinations, activities, and other perfectly matching services based on this data. And last but not least, I would like to mention mobile wallet apps, which may serve not only as personal containers for payment cards, but also can hold credentials of every type, which are cryptographically secure in the form of so-called verifiable credentials. For aviation specifically, a set of boarding pass, e-passport, and facial expression stored in mobile wallet and shared with airport in advance of a flight has got the power to navigate the passenger through airport processes smoothly, without the need to show a physical version of these documents repeatedly. So once the passenger gets his face scanned, he is led through security and boarding gate. Given that all European Union member states are mandated to offer at least one digital identity wallet by 2026, and also given they must be able to issue standardized digital passports for those who request it by 2027, mobile wallets and digital identity must surely be taken into consideration by those who provide mobile apps for airlines at the moment. It may become a must-have in a couple of years.
You mentioned you like to make people's lives easier. So how does your work at Triplake contribute to a better travel experience for airline customers?
It is a part of my daily duties to recognize requirements I get and analyze thoroughly what specific needs are behind them, and finally fulfill these needs of our airline customers. For mobile app, it is related with automating information processes within. It is to display relevant information in real time related with their travel purposes, whether it is searching for flights, getting travel inspirations, managing their flights, and many more, and presenting this information quickly in an engaging, customizable, and user-friendly way. The other part is something that customers perhaps do not see directly, but it is impactful for their overall success and customer experience of their passengers, which is product architecture, constant thinking over the structure of Triplake mobile platform-wide development, undertaking refactoring initiatives if needed. If mobile apps architecture is clean, well thought, and organized, it helps to ensure scalability and let developers quickly respond to all expectations airlines and their customers have. This assumes a strict cooperation and a lot of discussions with my colleagues and other teams, including our great UX team. But perhaps one of the things I most appreciate about introducing better travel experience is that I always have got a chance to proactively suggest a solution to a problem encountered and say, look, if I were a passenger, I would more enjoy this specific implementation. And if my idea is communicated to the airline and then accepted, it brings a lot of satisfaction. Not to mention moments when airlines directly express their gratitude for all the engagement toward meeting their business needs.
And Branchspace was recently involved in this IATA POC to deliver a fully digital travel experience. Can you explain your role and how do you see this technology impacting the future of travel?
Prior to explaining my role, I will perhaps tell a couple of introductory words about the project. Main goal of the last IATA POC is to support digital admissibility to travel business process. Translating these words into practice, there was a need to develop a mobile app building on flexible capabilities we already do have in our Triplake suite and style for Cathay Pacific Airline. This app, apart from standard features like flight search, check-in, and so on, has got two cutting-edge possibilities. First is to let the user seamlessly go through booking and check-in without the need to input all data to forms manually along the way, but they were filled and managed using verifiable credentials shared from the digital wallet apps instead. What I personally most like about this part is that passengers do not have to input even one character while going through booking and check-in flow. All is shared from mobile wallet apps using secure implementations based on quite new standards and also some standards that we and our participants worked out together along the way. And the second and perhaps most interesting part is preparation for contactless experience at airports. It pertains to sharing passengers' credentials with the airport in advance of flight, and once the passenger reaches the airport, he gets his face scanned and then he's quickly led through a security gate and boarded without presenting physical documents. So leveraging three digital credentials, boarding pass, e-passport, and facial expression, has got the power to provide seamless, secure, and efficient travel experience for all. For this project, my role was to deliver a mobile app that not only mimics standard features for airlines, but also is able to communicate with mobile wallets and airports, in order to provide a smooth exchange of digital travel credentials, as well as to issue some of these digital documents on the fly, like boarding passes, in a secure form of verifiable credentials. That is all details behind what a fully digital travel experience means. And I'm honored to say that we successfully demonstrated it, and results were presented and discussed during World Passenger Symposium in Bangkok. Given everything that was already said, the way this technology impacts the future of traveling is quite apparent. Most savings are related to saving time, thanks to automation of processes. So there is a reduced waiting time in queues at airports, more time for shopping or relaxing before a flight, and also all of these have got obvious positive influence on overall customer experience. That is why our partnership with IATA and other participants on this project marks a significant milestone toward a better, it is seamless, secure, and efficient travel experience for all.
And finally, what advice would you give to aspiring mobile developers who are just starting out?
Apart from being passionate and hardworking, for those who choose cross-platform mobile development path, it is essential to get at least basic understanding of Android SDK and iOS, together with an experience with their specific tools, IDEs, and natively used languages like Java or Kotlin for Android, and Objective-C and Swift for iOS. While developing sophisticated cross-platform mobile apps, sooner or later there will always come a moment when this insight into how things work natively will be useful or even inevitable. It was the case a couple of times in Branchspace, and a touch of native experience, let me seamlessly integrate native modules as per need of one of the airlines we serve. This might not be the case for those who prefer native mobile development from the very start of their career. However, they might still feel pushed anyway to learn cross-platform solutions at some point. In general, cross-platform solutions has already reached a point where minimal native Android or iOS knowledge is needed. But because from the nature I am never satisfied with making some high-level invocations that work, I always try for getting an insight into how it works under the hood. And I would advise to never miss this opportunity, as it will pay off abundantly during daily work with mobile apps.
Okay, thank you very much, Tomek.
Thank you.